Okay, it is Friday. I didn't get to do any work yesterday on it. Sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to touch up this top a little bit, a few spots here and there, and then that little run down below. And then I'll flip it over, and then I'll prime it, and then I'll flip it over. I'll paint the back of both of them with the gloss black, and then cover up our overspray, which is no big deal. So that's what I'm going to do real quick, and then maybe tomorrow, once the back is dry again, then I'll flip it back over and paint the front. Almost there. Alright, give another coat. There's still a few little imperfections. There's like a little divot here and there. We're going to let this dry, and I'll decide if I'm going to sand it down one more time. The divots are so minuscule that I don't know. I'm just trying to get the deep scratches out, and I don't see any deep scratches. So I think for the majority I got it off. But we're going to let this dry and look at it after it dries. This one over here, just setting it up on my trash can for I don't have to bend over. I'm going to wipe it down, and then I'm going to paint the inside because it's ready to go. And that way I can just transfer it back over and do the other side when I do that. So it's funny because a lot of people are asking me where I learned how to do a lot of this stuff and everything. One of my earlier jobs in life was starting as a diesel mechanic, like changing the oil and stuff like that. And my dad was the shop foreman, and so he taught me a lot of stuff because he's a mechanic. And my little brother, he became a mechanic. Now he's a shop foreman, and so it kind of runs a little bit in our family, I guess. But the best thing to do is, like I'm showing you how to do it, just get in there and practice. The first crap that you're gonna do it's gonna turn out crappy. It always does. But just more and more practice. The more you learn, the better you get, and that's really all it is. So same thing, with the electronics and installing stuff. It's just patience. A lot of it, taking your time, and just working through it. I'm not a professional because I don't do this for my career, but this is just a hobby for me. It's a driving restoration I try to do. Get as close as I can, and like I said, I'll have somebody else do the actual real body work when it comes down to it. Get a real nice paint job. But for now, I can drive it, rock, flip up, hit the paint or whatever. I'm not gonna care. So I get to enjoy my car and upgrade it as I go. So anyway, yeah, but like my dad, he was a mechanic, taught me some stuff, and so if anybody's interested in doing stuff like that, maybe go find an apprenticeship somewhere and, figure if you like it. Or just go try it. That's the best way to learn, is to try it and see what other people do and try what works for you. All right, well, I'm going to clean this up and then get this side painted. All right. Okay, let's see. So I got this done. I got a little bit of a run right there. No big deal. That's on the back. Some of these corners and everything are hard to hit. So, but like I said, you're never going to see this side anyway. So I'm just wanting it to be gloss black. That way, like when you look through the cutouts, and at least on the side, you see that it is black on the inside. And that's all that is. So you can see how I got a little bit of overspray right there. No big deal. Sand that 2000 grit. So now you see why I do the backside first, you know, and then come back and touch up the front. So, but that's just 2000 grit just to get it a little rough, and then you can just paint right over it. So anyway, that's the inside of that. So that's down, that's done. Now we're just waiting on this one over here. Let's see if I'm gonna do any more to it. It's really close. There are a few tiny dimples. You can see you're like right there. I'm gonna try and sand them down just a little bit more. Just here and there. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like seven spots that with those tiny little dimples. So we'll figure that out here in a minute. Well, anyway, now we just let it dry. Hopefully it'll warm up a little bit. Sun will come out a little bit more this way, and the wind will stop blowing. Oh, the wind's been blowing all week, so we'll get it done. Just a quick update. I got real lucky. I just put another coat down. Besides a little bit of a heavy run right there where I can sand it down, it filled in all those tiny little divots. So now that that's down, I'll let that dry one more time, and then I'm gonna hit with 1500 just to smooth it up, and then maybe 2000, and then that one's ready to go. Looking good, looking good. All right. Okay, we got the black down. Looking really good. I can tell a little bit right here I kind of missed. I can't see it, but just a few just scratches that I didn't catch that was in the primer. But that's okay. Overall, looks really good. You can see the weld dips just a hair, but like I said, this is just, I'm not a pro. It's just to get it on there, make it look really good, and drive it, because rocks and stuff are gonna flip up and chip this and ding it. So, and it's just there to protect my leg. But overall, one side done. So we'll let that sit, get that one dry. I'm gonna go over and paint black on this one, the inside of this one now. Get this one ready, because this one's getting real close too. So I used about a half a can on this one. I decided to go with the wheel coating. It's gonna be a little bit stronger, and it's a little bit shinier, to tell you the truth, than the other gloss black I've used before. So this one should match a lot closer than the other gloss black I've used, and it should be a little bit stronger because it's a wheel coating. Overall, it's gonna look good on the car. All right, gonna do that one. All right, got the inside of that. It's really hard to get down in that corner there. So that's all ready to go. Once that dries, then I'll paint the other side of this. All right, let's see how this one's doing. Looking pretty good. And then I also got just a clear. So once this dries, and if it's not as shiny as I like it to be, then I can shoot a clear on top of it. But I think it'll turn out pretty close. We're gonna let this dry a full day. I'm gonna try and get hopefully that one painted tonight, and then that way they're both done and they can both dry. But the main point is though, is I got rid of that weld seam. Makes it look a lot more uniform. It looks like it's gonna be part of the body. It'll look really good, especially with that chrome shining through that. We're almost there. So maybe in a day or two I'll have them installed. I'll probably wait like 2 days. I'll probably do it this Sunday to put them back on. If I get it, like this one's done, so I could get that one put on Sunday probably. If I get this one done tonight, then I could do that one Sunday too. But I want them to settle, get nice and hard, and we'll wait because I don't want to, you know, fudge anything up. That paint takes a little bit to cure. You want it nice and hard, and you never know. I might, like I said, might want to put a clear on. So I don't know if I want to put a clear, or even touch that up or whatever, or even wet sand it. If I'm gonna wet sand it, I'll have to wait a week, let it really set up, and then that way I can wet sand it and make it really, really smooth. But to tell you the truth, I don't think I'm gonna wet sand, because once it's on the car, you're not gonna notice. And when the time comes, professional, he can go to town doing it. Okay. Okay, since we're waiting for that to dry, you know, I've picked up some good old dust here. So let's dust it down. Where I'm going to use this mist and wipe quick detailer. Real easy, just spray it on there and wipe it off because of all that dust. So you could just tell like how dusty from all that bond of work. Even though I sanded out there, see, the wind blew it all in. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wipe it all down. Might as well. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I just wanted to show you, like, this is definitely driver quality. You can see the chips and everything. This was so chipped up that I repainted it. But see, that's a gloss black. And it wasn't that glossy, but it's okay. I mean, it's, if you're walking by and not paying attention, you're not even going to notice, and it doesn't matter anyway. Like I said, it's just, I need a nice quality paint job anyway. This has so many scratches and whatnot, but I'm not worried right now about it. I want to, you know, do the fender flares up front, so that's gonna, you know, that's gonna be modified anyway. There's still a lot of body work done, and you can see, so like, I want a professional to come in here and make that nice and flat. They can do that. That's why I'll pay them the big bucks. But for now, I can drive it from a distance. See, looks just super nice. Unless you're like really looking close, I mean, you're not gonna be able to tell. But like on the hood, there's a little, just, you know, paint issues. Whoever painted it just did a quick spray and, you know, didn't do it right. So there's a lot of work to be done to make it super nice. And I think when I do repaint it, I think I want to go jet black. I've seen it on like BMWs and Mercedes, and man, it's a nice color. But like I said, till then, it's just going to be driver quality. That's going to be the last thing, because I have other plans. I want a more horsepower engine, 6-speed transmission, you know, so I need to get all that done and make that look nice. I want to redo the interior, even, you know, redo the seats at least, and add some power windows, and, you know, fix all the little stuff here and there first before I paint it. Get this new suspension. That way I don't have to worry about, like I said, dinging it up. And then you can see like all the rock chips and stuff on the wheel well. So, but still, it looks nice. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to take some glass cleaner and clean up my pipes. That way when I do install the covers, they'll be nice and clean underneath, and I won't have to worry about them. Alright, let's go check out on our paint. Oh, that's looking really, really good. This is gonna look better than what's on there. It's coming out really good. Alright, well, I'm gonna clean up the chrome on the pipes, and then hopefully the other part will be dry and I can get painted on the other side. All right. For the real hard water spots that are on there, just noticed there's some hard water spots, so I'm gonna take just some polishing cream and take out those water spots on there. So other than that, nice and shiny now. Yeah. But just want to do it before I get it. Like I said, I'll put back together. And then tomorrow I have somebody coming over to help me figure out the speedo gear on my transmission. So we might be dropping a transmission maybe tomorrow or whatever. So we'll see what he does. He's a professional mechanic. He has more tools than me, so he's probably gonna come swing by and help me out. But I'll do what I can. Till then. When I was painting the backside, we had a little accident. Touched something, maybe some fresh paint or something, and created a little goober there. So, so we'll get that fixed though. Just sand it down and reprimer it. It's nothing major, but this stuff happens. So yeah, it just was pressing up. Yeah, just pressing up right there. Oh, there's a little bit of Bondo right there I didn't see, so it was sitting on Bondo. So that wet Bondo. Crap. Anyway, so we'll fix that. Alright, that was very frustrating, but cleaned it up. There's a little speck of hair or dust or something right there. Don't touch it while it's wet. Don't even try to pull it out. Sand it down with 2000, 3000 sandpaper. So it's all right. We'll have this done by tomorrow. I still got daylight. We'll see. You know, I might have to paint this inside the garage if I try to do it tonight or first thing in the morning. So, but the other one's done. So, turned out really good. Yeah. So close. So close. I was hoping to have it done tonight. Maybe if I do it in my garage, but it's just hard for me to see with that because I have bad lighting in there. So I don't think I'm going to risk it. I'll try and do it in the morning. Never know. We'll see. We'll see what happens here first. Because this is going to take... I want this primer to dry up really good before I spray. So, yeah, we'll just do it in the morning. One step closer.